Have you acted ever?
No, the Hobbit movie got in touch and asked me to, like, self-tape. I think they wanted me to play a Hobbit. This is years ago. Yeah. And I remember the line because it was like a posh English accent, which I've done a lot on stage. And they wanted me to say, like, boring? Elves aren't boring. They're the greatest creatures in all of Middle-earth.
That's very good. Very good.
And I never get the part, man. Like, what more do you need? So that kind of dented my confidence a wee bit.
But I know you still love what you do. I can see that. When I see you perform, I can see it. And you clearly still love stand-up.
Aye, I'm just at the end of the tour, so right now, nah. No, obviously, I enjoy watching people laugh. I think it's a nice feeling. Like, I moved into stand-up straight after school. Yeah. And it was pretty much, I'd done it
Because what, you 17 when you started? Or
17. Almost 20 years in comedy. So I've been a comedian I've been a comedian longer than I've...
Then you've been alive? No, not then. No. I've been longer than you've not been a comedian.
When my mum was 7 months pregnant with me, she got a microphone and she just... So I've been a comedian longer than I've been alive, yes, Jonathan.
OK, Matt's you know what I meant. I was just got a bit excited.
The ultrasound, she's just 1, 2, 1, 2.
Funny little fella.
So I've been a comedian longer than I have not been a comedian.
Yeah, that's
what you were trying to say, Jonathan.
Well, you probably wouldn't have had the success in comedy you had without your father's support.
Because I started at comedy before I was born, Jonathan. That was my first words. Good evening! Because I started comedy so young, on the first night, the club said that I must be accompanied by a parent.
Really?
So I thought I wanted to do it on the side, but this email said I need to bring one of them. So I thought, right, it's a bit cooler than taking your mum, innit? To take your dad. So my dad drove me up to the first gig, went well, and then that was it. It just embarked on a whole journey. That's me and my dad was just last year. So he drove me all over Scotland, North England, playing in these pubs. There would be like East End of Glasgow. Pub would be having like a pool tournament, and they'd stick a comedian on in the middle. I'd be doing the gigs. And then the guy would be like, "Oh, we're not going to pay him." And my dad would be like, "What do you mean you're not going to pay him? He saved your night. He was good." So he default became my manager and my driver, and all their long drives we really bonded together and all that stuff. So it was me and my dad's kind of thing. So.
Well, I love that.
It's such a lovely thing. And we'll talk a bit more about... We'll show a clip from the new stand-up show in a minute, but you dedicate it to him, of course, because he's gone now, isn't he, your father?
Aye, so he passed away. He did pass away at the start of this year. And it's obviously rough, but you look at the positives. He's seen... You know what I mean? We started that, we drove up in a Peugeot 106 to the first 5-minute spot. Yeah. And we ended up playing arenas and seeing the world.
You know what I love is you're talking about this and you're saying we. You know, when we started, we were driving this and we played these big... You think your father was there with you and it's like he was on stage.
And he was never phased, even when you're playing the arenas. I would walk I'd done my first special or DVD, whatever, when I was 23. And I remember walking in, there's 12,000 people there. Wow. All these production lorries. And I'm like, I've created a monster. I'm way in over my head here. And I just walked in and my dad's got a suit on and he's laminate pass and he's got a plate of food for the buffet. He's like, have you tried the catering? He just rolled with it. He's like, if it's not going to be you, who else is it going to be? Just go for it. And there was nights he would send me out on stage with like the hair in the back of my neck going, this is it. Live your life, man. Just go for your dreams. And now that I'm a dad myself, if I can put a bit of that into my own son and make him feel like that, then job done, man.
That's so lovely. That's so lovely. That's so lovely, isn't it?
That's it.
It's so lovely.
Give me a quid or you're getting stabbed. Just you.